The 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS 454. A name that commands respect, a machine that defined an era, and a muscle car that remains a legend to this day. When you think of American performance, the Chevelle SS 454 is one of the first cars that comes to mind. It wasn't just another muscle car, it was the muscle car. And today, we're diving deep into what makes this beast one of the most iconic machines ever to roll out of Detroit. Under the hood of this monster lies what many consider to be Chevrolet's ultimate big block, the LS 6454 cubic inch V8. With a factory-rated 450 horsepower and a mind-bending 500 pound-feet of torque, the LS6 was the most powerful engine GM had ever put in a production car at the time. But here's the thing, many experts believe those numbers were underrated. Some estimates suggest this engine was pushing closer to 500 horsepower right off the assembly line. That meant one thing: raw, unfiltered speed. Power was sent to the rear wheels through either a 4-speed manual transmission or a 3-speed automatic, giving drivers full control over all that brute force. And when you slammed the gas pedal, the Chevelle SS 454 didn't just move, it launched. 0 to 60 came in at just over 5 seconds, and it could rip through the quarter mile in the low 13s, which was seriously quick for 1970. In fact, it could outrun some of the most exotic sports cars of the time. But the Chevelle SS wasn't just about straight-line speed. It had the looks to match its power. That long, aggressive body, the quad headlights, the signature SS badging, and, of course, those unmistakable dual racing stripes running down the hood and trunk. It was a car that looked just as mean as it sounded. The optional cowl induction hood with a functional air intake added not just to its performance but also to its menacing road presence. When you saw that massive bulge in the hood in your rearview mirror, you knew something serious was coming. Inside, the Chevelle SS 454 offered a mix of muscle and comfort. The bucket seats, the center console with the iconic Hurst shifter, and the simple but purposeful dashboard made it clear, this was a driver's car. No unnecessary gimmicks, no distractions. Just a big tachometer, a speedometer, and a fuel gauge to remind you how quickly you were burning through gas. And speaking of gas, yeah, the SS 454 wasn't exactly fuel efficient. But let's be real, no one was buying this car for its miles per gallon. They were buying it for the smiles per gallon. This was a car built for one thing: dominating the streets and the drag strip. Today, the 1970 Chevelle SS 454 is one of the most sought-after muscle cars in history. Original LS6 models are rare and can fetch 6 figures at auctions. It represents the peak of the muscle car era, a time when power came first, and regulations hadn't yet tamed these beasts. So, what makes the 1970 Chevelle SS 454 so special? It's not just the power or the design. It's the legacy. This car is a symbol of freedom, rebellion, and American muscle at its absolute best. It was the last hurrah before the government and rising insurance costs started putting an end to the golden age of muscle cars. And because of that, the SS 454 remains one of the most legendary muscle cars ever built. If you ever get the chance to see one in person, hear that V8 rumble, or, if you're lucky, take a ride in one, you'll understand why the 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS 454 isn't just a car. It's an experience, a piece of history, and one of the greatest muscle cars ever made. Thanks for tuning into Auto Vista. If you love classic muscle and legendary performance machines, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We'll see you next time with more automotive legends. Stay fast, stay loud, and keep chasing that horsepower.